Hello all, Munch here. Welcome to Season 4 of the FM19 Southampton save. I am excited. It's been a very busy summer. There'll be no messing about. Champions League football is on the itinerary this year. It is the plan. It's the aim. Who's going to get us there? There have been 6 outs and 7 ins. We'll start with the outs because a lot of money has been generated from these sales. I'm pretty sure you're going to be happy with the majority of people that have gone. We'll start with the biggest. Chris Smalling has gone to Everton for £22.5 million. There's a few add-ons to that which are going to make up to 22.5. I think we've got 15 million up front and an extra 7.5 hopefully to come with bonuses, etc, etc. He was decent for us, a good kind of store. I knew that he wasn't going to last for ages. It was literally just a kind of 2-season thing just to get him in while he was in his prime, try and make the most out of him, and he did us okay, but nothing massively spectacular. Didn't get 1 goal in his 56 appearances for us. Chris, you might be missed. Okay, yeah, this is a biggie. I spoke about it briefly at the end of the last episode. Angus Gunn has gone to Wolves. £18 million we ended up selling him for, which I think is not bad value. He just never really cut the mustard for me, to be fair. 114 goals conceded in 91 games. It's not brilliant if you're a goalie. Granted, he never had the best backline in front of him, and he's still got a lot of potential. You can tell here his potential was around about 3.5. I think he started off looking like he could be a world beater, but in the end, I realised he just didn't have it in him. He made a lot of mistakes last year, and the fact that he lost his position to Fraser Forster tells you all you need to know. And yes, we have signed a replacement goalie. Fraser Forster will not be my number 1 this year. Thank God. Mario Lemina has gone to Norwich. He's gone for £15 million. Not a bad deal. A very good player for us. One of my personal favourites, actually. I really like him. Got 8 goals and 98 appearances. Was very, very decent in there. I think he usually played around about 6.8 or averaged around about 6.8. There you go, bang on. This one was a bit of a kind of gimme, to be fair. Kovalenko looks very good on paper. Just never really cut it out last year. To be fair, he only made 5 appearances. It's probably my fault. I just couldn't find room for him in the squad. He never really pushed his way in to the situation to kind of get himself out the front of the queue. He has gone to Brighton. Again, we've sold him on for around about £13 million, which isn't too bad. A little bit under the value that I was hoping for, but in the end, I just had to get him off the books. And then it's the Mike failed signing central now. Andre Silva has gone to Krasnodar. Sold him on for £9 million. We sold him for 8, bought him in for 8, sold him on for 9, so we have made a slight profit. He just never... I did give him plenty of opportunities. 24 appearances last year, 4 goals. When you had Mbolo and Cutrone scoring, as well as obviously the rest of the other kind of midfield 3 in behind, he just never cut the mustard. And so I'm sorry, Andre. It's just not going to work. The only other notable one is Alex McCarthy has gone out on loan again because no one's willing to pay £350,000 for him. But though he's on 50k a week, so I have to get rid of that wage somewhere. Anyway, now on with the ins. Very exciting. We'll start with a loan, and a very exciting loan. Julian von Moos. He is going to be a legend if I can keep him. Wonder Kid. 20-year-old Swiss striker. Will get on very well with Brill. 3.5 stars. Loan him in from Bayern Munich. I mean, look at this. Acceleration 16, anticipation 17, finishing 16, heading 16. He is 5'11", so he's not short, but he's not massively tall. I'm very excited about him. Considering that we got rid of Andre Silva, we needed more cover in the defense, in the striking positions, and as you can tell, this guy's definitely going to be enough. He's going to basically replace Willem Goobel, so I could not bring back. This is the start of the save that I really tend to start enjoying, because this is when the kind of like really good regens and new gens come in, and none more can be said than Christian Bundgaard. Look at this. 20-year-old Danish right winger, a position that we have sort of been struggling with. Pace not electric, 14-15 is still very decent. Agility 16, balance 16, stamina 17. He's going to keep on going. He's got 15 determination, 15 teamwork, 13 work rate, 17 technique, 17 dribbling, and 15 crossing. He is an out-and-out right winger. No more of this inside forward nonsense. This excites me incredibly. He's going to be banging. Bought him in for £7.5 million from Bromby. Absolutely buzzing. He got 11 goals in 21 games for Bromby. Granted, it's not at Premier League level, but it's hard not to get a little bit excited by this guy. Another one for the bargain bucket. Look at this. Gonzalo Moroni. 4-star ability, 4-star potential. I think he's going to get better, personally. Signing from Boca Juniors to get this. £10 million. Activate his release clause. Got there before any of the other big boys. This is what I was talking about at the end of last season, where I said I wanted a great attacking midfielder, one that was going to take us to this next level. I have no doubt that this boy can do that. Look at the 16s. Look at the yellows. It's just, magic. Also, with the departure of Chris Smalling, I introduce Georgie Jikia. I'm going to have to change that. It's like almost like Van Dijk, but like not as good. He is a 27-year-old Russian, signed him in from Spartak Moscow. Very decent, actually, when you look at it. 6'2" in height, so pretty tall lad. Tackling 16, heading 15. Bravery, concentration, determination, teamwork, natural fitness, all above 16. Signed this guy for £12.5 million as well. I feel I've done some really good dealings this time around. I really have. I'm really happy. And we have 3 big signings now, all above £20 million. They're big signings for us at this rate, while we continue to kind of build the squad before we go and sign the superstars. And let's have a look at this. I'm actually really excited. First up is Julian Weigl. I know, defensive midfielder. We said we needed a world-class defensive midfielder. Look at these mentals, mate. Look at that. 17 anticipation, 20 composure, 17 concentration, 18 decisions, positioning, teamwork, stamina, natural fitness, all very good. Technically not great, but he is still only 25. Obviously, we signed him from City in this version of the game. He's normally at Dortmund, but very excited. Could still reach 4-star potential. I think this is a brilliant signing for £21 million. Bargain. Another defensive midfielder, or another midfielder if you like, just to kind of fill in the gaps with Kovalenko leaving as well. Fran Beltran, who I really love as a name. I might just call him Fran or Franny. He's got brilliant, like, well-rounded technicals. Signed him in for £24 million from Celta Vigo. He looks very decent. Yeah, just very, very decent. A very good midfield option. 50k a week for a guy that's this good. It's not too bad. And of course, the final signing will probably be, as you can tell, the goalkeeper, because I haven't made another goalie signing, and we need someone to replace Angus. So I bring you, I had to be, Rui Patricio has come to the club. He looks very decent from Wolves. He was originally at 4-star, so I'm a bit disappointed it's gone down to 3.5, but he's got plenty more experience than Angus. Obviously now seasoned in the Premier League as well, having played a lot of games for Wolves. I look at this and I think, yeah, we've got a really, really good shot stopper on our hands. Goalkeepers don't tend to get that much worse until they're at mid to late 30s, and at the moment he's still relatively early 30s at 33 years old, and we will be signing in more keepers, I imagine, to come through in the future. But if this save is only to last for another 2 seasons, which it might do on a kind of best basis, then I think that he might be the guy who sees us through to the end. I don't know. Been given the number 1 jersey, that's all that matters. In terms of pre-season, then, before we kick off, as you can tell, we've got Spurs away to start the season. Always easy, but we have won every single one of our pre-season tournaments. Granted, the opposition isn't the best, but Hoffenheim are a decent team. They're a relatively Europa League, Champions League team, and smashed them 4-1 at St Mary's. So all is not lost. Patty Cutrone has been in absolutely dynamite form. 10 goals in 4 games. Oh, I'm excited. We don't have a very good record against Tottenham. I've never beaten them. It's got to change at some point, right? So, first team for the start of the season, we are going to play the cautious 4-3-3 away from home today. And we've got Patricio in goal, Tierney, Ginter, Jikia and Johnny make up the back 4. I imagine that's probably our best first strength back 4, although I feel a bit sad for Kanate, because let's face it, he is pretty good. But technically he's not really increased since I've signed him. He's kind of not flattering to deceive, but he should be a bit better than he is at this stage. Julian Weigl is going to be playing in that defensive midfielder position. And then we have Linetti and Højbjerg. And then you have David Neres. Bundgaard is going to get his debut today, and Cutrone. So there'll be 3 debuts in terms of Patricio, Weigl and Bundgaard. I'm excited to see what Bundgaard's made of. My God, they're playing 3 up front. This is a wacky formation. They must be going long. Crikey. I'm going to say passionately, I know we're underdogs here, but go out and give the fans the performance they want. Ah, no one cares. Oh, it's a great start. Right, here we go. The start of Season 4. Oh, I'm excited. What do you think we're going to do this year? I mean, now that you've seen some of the signings, obviously we haven't seen them in real life yet, but well, we're never going to see them in real life. They're all in the game. But we haven't seen them in, like, live action yet. Well, how do you think we're going to do? Do you think the signings are good? I think that we've done quite well. The only thing I'm a little bit worried about is that we might be a little bit light up top. I think at the back, we've done very well to shore it up. I think the additions of Weigl and Beltran will certainly help with the defensive midfielder position. Moroni is going to give us a little bit more guile in the midfield. It's just me. Can Patty Cutrone and Bril Donald and Bolo get us around about 20 goals a season each? That is the question. We've absolutely dominated this first half. The only thing missing is a goal. The Spurs haven't really created anything yet, but we need to make this dominance count. Oh, don't you dare. Christian Eriksen whips in a corner. Oh, well done, Rui. Good take. Now, can we get them on the counter? Bundgaard's totally free if Patricio can spot him here. He's taking his time a bit too long for my liking there. And Cutrone didn't win the ball. Weigl heads it back. Yeah, it's fallen to Christian Eriksen. Bundgaard had a real chance there if Eriksen had if Patricio had just looked up. Emerson now taking on Bundgaard. Oh dear, he's gone straight past him. That's not good. Emerson whips it in. Oh god, okay. Panic stations there a little bit. I'm going to go to the dressing room. I'm going to say I'm far from pleased. Johnny's not happy, but I've turned him around. It's more that up front that I'm a bit annoyed. I'm irritated at Cutrone and Bundgaard and Neres. They've not achieved anything. They've not done anything. What are we doing? Let's go back up to standard passing rather than short passing. Forget keeping the ball as much. Let's try and get it a little bit further forward, a little bit quicker in the play, get it a bit more direct. Alright, 60 minutes in. We're not having the best of games in terms of an attacking sense. So I'm going to bring on Beltran for his debut, see what he's got in the locker. We're going to play him as a Mazzala now. Forget the deep line support, playmaker on support. I'm going to take off Pat Cutrone. I think Brill will give us a bit more of a kind of a battering ram effect. So let's try that. And we'll keep the two wingers on for the time being. Neres and Bundgaard. But maybe just having Brill on will give us a bit more of a... Oh, that's a good ball in from Bundgaard. It looks like it's a penalty. Oh, it looks like Sanchez fouled someone in the build-up to that. Or who's taking it? Brill. Come on, mate. Get yourself off to a good start this season. A goal would be marvellous. Brill's on and Bolo. Oh, don't do this to me. Brill misses a pen and then we concede. I'm going to cry. Everton to Ericsson. Bentancur back to Sanchez, who's lucky. Dele Alli back to Sanchez. Back to Dele Alli. Back to Bentancur to Ericsson. Don't let him shoot. Good tackle by Linetti. Falls back to Everton. Oh, this is going to end in a Spurs goal. I can sense it. Great tackle by Kieran Tierney. Go on, mate. Decent ball. Neres, come on, Brill. Make up for this. Brill over the top. Brill scores. Get in. He makes up for the crap penalty loss. Banging. What a goal. Get in. Come on. Brilliant play by David Neres here. He just smacks a long ball over the top. Who is this? He makes up ground on it. Vertonghen, absolutely done. Worst first effort ever. Decent second finish. Brill has finally scored. He's had to miss 2 sitters to get it, but he scored, and that is all that matters. This could be a brilliant start to the season. We tend to win on the opening day. Long may that effing continue. Come on, boys. Oh, there's a highlight with 15 minutes to go as Rui hits it long. David Neres has time to take it down. Well done, mate. Now it's playing to Julian. He's got great composure. Nice ball out to Bundgaard. Come on, mate. We haven't seen a lot of you today. I want to see less of that. Bentancur to Dele Alli. Back to Bentancur. Oh, they're working it really nicely here. This is a goal. Emerson gets round. Almeida to Everton. Oh, I've been scouting Everton for flipping years and I couldn't afford him. And now he's come back to bite me. That's such poor defending. Not great for Patricio either there. It's a good finish though, to be fair. And Everton's giving it some of that. And I'm going to give him some of that. Weigl to Fran Beltran. Mbolo to... Oh, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you flipping dare. Kane. Ginter's missed it. Piss off. Honestly. Oh, maybe I should have sold him to Bayern Munich. Ginter's useless. Not great from Brill. Not brilliant there from Johnny. How has Ginter missed that? And how has he finished from there? And what is Patricio doing? What is my life? What a brilliant. What a start. Oh, I hate Ginter. I hate Ginter. He's so shit. Oh, is this conveniently where the highlights stop because I'm behind? Oh, what a surprise. Oh, I thought it was going to be different this season. It isn't. It's going to be more of the same shit, I'm afraid, everyone. Delightful. Butland clears it. From 1-0 up to 2-1 down in a very even game. Welcome to my channel. So, that leaves us in 17th. And we won't be there at the end of the season, I hope. I think what we'll do then is that we'll come back for the West Ham game at home, because we rarely ever watch West Ham on the channel at home. And then we will have the first game of our Europa League group with whoever it is. I don't know what the groups are yet. We breezed through our one last year, so hopefully it'll be something similar to that. We shall see. Thank you so much for watching the episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, then please do like, share and subscribe. Make sure you come back for the next episode. This is going to be a big season. Champions League football is what we're after. And it wasn't the best start, but it will get better, I'm sure. Until I see you for the next episode, stay cool.